I accidentally super liked my boss on a dating app at 1 a.m. Saturday night. Monday morning, she shut her office door, sat me down, and told me the worst part was that she couldn't swipe back even if she wanted to. My thumb slipped on the screen at 1 a.m. Saturday, and the gold burst of light flooded my phone before my brain caught up. You super liked Nora, the app announced, and I threw the phone onto my bed like it had bitten me. Nora was the lead architect at our firm, the person who signed off on every drawing I submitted, and wrote the review that decided my raise. Her profile photo was from a sailing trip, the same harbor where the firm had held its summer party last year. What made it a disaster was that I'd been quietly gone for her for almost a year. The way she stayed late to redline my plans instead of rejecting them. How she remembered I took my coffee black with too much sugar. The way she'd slide a sketch across the table and say, "Tell me why this is wrong," before I could even sit down. But pining after your female boss as a guy made me feel like the exact stereotype I never wanted to be. The junior who couldn't keep his head down and his feelings to himself. I spent the rest of the weekend unraveling. The app showed her online Saturday night, then Sunday morning, then Sunday night. And every time the dot turned green, my stomach dropped because I knew she'd seen a notification with my name welded to it. My roommate found me at 3 a.m. eating dry cereal out of the box with my laptop open to job listings 2 cities over. Maybe she'll be flattered, he said. But Nora was the most careful person I'd ever met. She once asked to move a project meeting because she realized she'd complimented my shirt twice that week and didn't want it read as anything other than professional. Monday came down on me like a verdict. I got in at 6:45 to hide in the model room until her usual arrival, but her office light was already on, glowing through the glass like an interrogation lamp. I dodged her until 11 when my screen lit up with a message. "Need you in my office about the Callaway drawings. Now please." The walk down the hall felt like being marched somewhere I wouldn't walk back from. She was at her desk drawing red lines across a printout and didn't look up when I knocked. "Shut the door, Eli," she said. Her voice was flat in a way I'd never heard. I shut it and stood by the shelf of scale models. "Sit," she said, finally lifting her eyes. "We have to talk about this weekend." My mouth went to sand as I lowered into the chair. "Nora, I'm so sorry. It was an accident. My thumb slipped. I'll go to HR myself. I'll ask to be moved to another lead." She set her pen down and studied me. "You super liked me." "It was an accident," I said again, too fast. I was scrolling and my hand slipped, I swear. She turned her own phone face down on the desk. "I'm going to ask you one thing and I need you to be honest." My pulse was slamming in my ears. "In the half second before your thumb supposedly slipped, what went through your head?" The question knocked the air out of me. Sorry, what? "What did you think when my face came up on your screen?" she said, watching me without blinking. Before the slip, my face went hot. "I don't know what you want me to say." "The truth," she said. "Quiet now. Because I've been sitting with this since Saturday, and I need to know whether it was an accident or whether some part of you meant it, and just let your thumb take the blame." The room felt smaller. "You're my boss, Nora. I know exactly what I am," she said, and something moved behind her eyes. "I've known it every hour of this weekend, which is the whole problem." She stood and went to the window over the parking lot. "When you came up on my screen, I couldn't swipe back." Her voice tightened. "Because I'm the one who signs your reviews. It would be wrong. It could end my career and yours." She paused, her back to me. "But you super liked me." And for about a minute, I let myself believe the universe had made the choice I wasn't allowed to, before I talked myself into it being an accident. She turned around. "So tell me, Eli, was any part of it on purpose?" I got to my feet, my hands not quite steady. "I'll only say it once," I said. "If you weren't my boss, I would have super liked you on purpose the second your face loaded. But you are my boss. So yes, it was an accident. My thumb slipped because I panicked when I saw you." Something in her face eased, like a held breath leaving. "I went to the partners 3 weeks ago," she said. "What?" I said. "I asked them to move you under a different lead. I told them I could no longer be objective about your work. The paperwork cleared Friday. As of this morning, I'm not your boss anymore." The floor seemed to tilt. "You're not I started. She shook her head slowly. "Which means there's nothing stopping me now except whether you actually meant it." "So did you." "Yes," I said. "Then have dinner with me Friday," she said. "Yes," I said again.